Well, good morning. It's Fabric Queen Tarot here with another beautiful message to get your day started. And as we're getting into it, sometimes I feel like overall within the situation, the messages the universe gives us, you know what? You might be sitting there saying, oh, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I can't believe this, okay? And yet it is believable, all right? Because within days or within hours or within weeks, all of a sudden, everything they've given us, guess what? Winds up happening, doesn't it? Doesn't it? So I feel like today's message is really centered around what's believable, all right? And I feel like you're going to be able to believe this, okay? Because within this situation, you know what? You're not ordinary. Okay, you're something unique. You're your true authentic self here. And yet, when I look at that, I see Aquarius here. So I feel like you might be dealing with an Aquarius today. And this Aquarius, I feel like, is maybe carrying a heavy load. Okay, maybe you are an Aquarius. You don't have to be, though. It is for the collective. Carrying that overall heavy load. And that heavy load is so significant, isn't it? Because sometimes that heavy load we carry, we can weigh us down, can't we? Yes, we can. Then I'm also seeing Leo here. So, keep in mind, you don't have to have Leo or Aquarius in your chart because it is for the collective. But I am giving a shout out to both of those because I feel like they're significant here. And yet, Leo brings out a little bit of that hear me roar energy, okay? The lion, all right? Maybe you're a lioness. But it's like somebody here is about to roar, okay? And yet roar with overall positivity here. I do see Mercury, and we are in Mercury retrograde, okay, up until about the 11th here. And yet some of this is all surrounding around communication, okay? How we communicate, who we communicate with, okay? What is it we're trying to communicate? And maybe some of that has to do with what is believable and what's not believable here. I am going to give a shout out to Capricorn here because I am picking up Capricorn energy also here. And I can see where, you know what, you could be button heads here with somebody, okay? Maybe you're button heads with an Aquarius, a Leo, a Capricorn here. And yet, when I look at this, it's kind of like somebody here, all right, has got somewhat of a vision, right? An overall vision. And some of this vision has to do with that beep as your confirmation with self-confidence, okay? And yet trying to communicate as clear as possible here. But some of this has got to do with goals, all right? Maybe goals you're setting, maybe goals you've already set, maybe goals you've achieved. Take it as it resonates. But today of all days, there's something new. There's something different here about this whole situation. And I feel like you're getting ready, okay? Because I'm picking up Leo energy here, getting ready to take a chance on something here, okay? Something that maybe be outside the box here, maybe has to do with overall communication. And yet this is something maybe you've been analyzing for a while, maybe possibly picking it apart, looking at it. You know, what is this the right move? Do I dare some communicate here? Do I speak up? Do I speak out here? And I'll tell you what, a lot of it's got to do with your day-to-day reality. Okay, what's happening within your universe today? Okay, what is your spirit guides telling you here? Because there is going to be an unconventional way how you express this, all right, and how you communicate. I feel like it's not going to be the ordinary, you know what, pull up a chair, let's have a talk type of deal here. I feel like it's actually going to be very impressive, okay, what it is you're about to do, what it is you're about to communicate with. But you're going to have to let your mind kind of tell you, okay? Tell you overall here within the situation, you know what, is this the best approach? Is this maybe an approach that maybe you need to take from a different angle here, okay? What is that mind telling you as to how to go about this? In the end, I will say here, you know what? You are going to take somewhat of a business-like manner, okay, with regards to what it is you're trying to communicate here, okay? I am being pulled to Cancer also, by the way, here. I gotta tell you, and you know what, you don't have to have Cancer in your chart, but I really feel like whatever you do, use your intuition here, okay, with regards to this whole situation. because you could see some attitudes or behaviors here from the overall past coming back in, okay? And yet, this is going to touch on your feelings, okay? How you feel about something here. I think that's really significant. So I want to kind of dive into this a little bit deeper here also. So get ready here because you know what? There is a lot to this, okay? A lot of understanding. It's like that craving, that need, that want to know more type of feel here. Some of this has got to do with the Hierophant card here, okay? With regards to your beliefs, your overall values. Some of you feeling and knowing already, you know what? You don't have to conform to the norms, okay? To society's norms, most importantly. You've got your own way of doing things. You've got your own beliefs, your own values, okay? And if people don't like it, that's just too bad. But I feel like there's a lot of knowledge wrapped within this whole situation, okay? And that knowledge is what's going to help you communicate in a beautiful, very significant way here. I do see the Seven of Swords here, and I feel like this communication that's coming in, you know what, you're going to have to use some discernment here because I feel like there might be some lies, some betrayal, somebody trying to deceive you here, maybe coming across maybe a little bit strategic with the words that they're using, their overall actions here, so be mindful. But understand here, when I look right here, I kid you not here, I feel like, you know what, this person could also be your enemy too, all right? Now, this could be a Leo. Okay, this could be an Aquarius. This could be a Cancer here. This also very well could be a Capricorn. But it's up to you to decide who this person is. I feel like somebody is really bitter. Somebody's been bad-mouthing you here behind your back, and this is what you're about to find out here. In fact, I almost feel like somebody might be using you as an overall doormat. They feel like, you know what, they can walk all over you whenever they feel like it. When I look right here at the Three of Cups, I kid you not, okay? This could be one of your friends, all right? This could be an overall friend here that's doing this to you. It doesn't have to be a significant other, okay? This could be somebody that you thought was your friend. This could be somebody you're closely connected to. As much as you probably celebrated with them, got together with them, maybe leaned on them for support, maybe you shared things with them, and you know what? You're about to find out, okay? You're about to find out here really, really quickly here. Now, when I see the Seven of Cups in the reverse here, it's about clarity coming in, okay? And the reality of the situation here, what's really truly going on within your universe here. I feel like to some extent, you might have felt like you didn't have any choices, okay? Or maybe you haven't had the opportunity to really sit down and take a good look at this. But I feel like within this situation, this now is going to open up some doors, okay? It really seriously is. I also see the Ten of Pentacles in reverse here. So I feel like, you know what? Expect some unexpected changes here coming directly towards you here today, because I think that within this situation, what you're about to discover, what's about to be shared with you, communicated with you here today, is really truly going to be significant. With the Ace of Cups, you might be left feeling like, you know what? Something here within this situation makes you feel a little bit empty inside, all right? Makes you want to take a close look at you overall here. But also it's that sadness that's going to be coming to the surface here too. Because you're about to realize within this situation, there's not enough chemistry, okay? There's not enough attraction with regards to this overall situation and what's being communicated here to make you overall want to pour into this other cup any longer here whatsoever at all. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here, I feel like, you know what, you're going to be dealing with an ungrounded, okay, overall ungrounded divine feminine here. Now, take it as it resonates. Maybe it is an ungrounded divine masculine here, but I feel like this person is somebody of somewhat of a social climber, okay, very ambitious, wants to get to the top and wants to get to the top quickly here, all right? But I'm also picking up a lot of jealousy too, okay? So somebody here within your situation is very, very jealous of you. With the Queen of Cups in the reverse also here, This person's also emotionally immature, okay? I feel like overall here within the situation, if anybody should be analyzing, discovering, going inward here, this overall divine individual here is one that really needs to take a close look at themselves. They have a lack of trust now, okay? They also have a lack of direction as to where this is leading, where this is going here. This too could make you ungrounded, all right? Once you hear this overall information. So get ready, because I see the transition card here, all right? And I feel like overall within this situation, somebody's going to make a decision here. You know what? I'm done. Okay, I need to move on. I need to move away from this. I need to move to calmer waters. I don't want this energy within my environment here with regards to my overall sanctuary here. So I feel like somebody is going to be having to calm down here. I feel like there's going to be a lot of stress, a lot of tension with regards to this. And once they're able to calm down, it's there and then they can head in the right direction. All right, they're going to know the steps that they need to take to be able to move away from this whole situation. When I look at the Three of Pentacles here, okay, in the reverse here, I take a good look at this and I feel like there's going to be something here you're about to learn. This is something also here I think you're going to want to take a look into it a little bit deeper here too, because you know what, part of this is growing, okay, but also part of this I feel like also might have to do with a commitment maybe you've got with a significant other, a commitment overall that you've made towards a friend, all right? So keep that in mind, because even with the Ace of Pentacles coming out here, I really feel like somebody here, okay, has overall felt like, you know what, they have lacked opportunity. They have lacked overall choices within their life. And they feel like overall within this situation, this was their only choice. This was their only option. You know what? They have no other choices. But honestly, everybody's got choices, right? Everybody's got opportunities set right before them. It's a matter of seeing them for what they really truly are. With the Wheel of Fortune here, it all comes right down to here some overall disorder, some upheaval here about to take place within your life here. And yet you might feel like you have a lack of control, okay? Like there was nothing you could do about this. You couldn't prevent it, all right? You didn't see this coming, all right? What do you do now, okay? Because it's like overall the decisions have been taken out of your hands. But here's the thing. This here is somewhat of an unwelcome change also, okay? So there again, I'm picking up lack of foresight, lack of planning here, all right? You would have never welcomed this change in, and yet it's coming in here, okay? And I feel like to some extent here, this could make you feel a little bit stuck, a little bit stagnant here, and yet could set you back. Now, keep in mind here, I also see the King of Pentacles. So I feel like also within this situation here, I am picking up somebody here too that's also ungrounded. Okay, this could be a divine masculine. This could be a divine feminine. Take it as it resonates with you, because it is for the collective. But the thing of it is, this is somebody overall that could be a businessman, all right? This also is somebody here who has not been very successful within their life's endeavors. Confirmation right there for you. So, knowing this here, let's get some clarity first before we tap in, because I feel like your angels have got something to say about this, but I feel like there needs to be some clarity. Yes, unwavering faith. It's like somebody here, his overall faith on the faith meter is not where it's supposed to be, okay? They're not having faith within themselves. They're not having faith within the situation. And that person very well could be you too. I'm hearing whatever you do, stand firm in your beliefs today, okay? What it is that you believe to be true. Your steadfast spirit guides, okay, are going to guide you, all right, through this overall uncertainty. So if you start feeling today you're a little bit uncertain, okay, with regards to what it is that's about to be communicated to you, what's about to be shared with you, I need you to understand within this situation, you're not alone, okay? You never will be alone. And when things become a little bit uncertain, you know what? Take a step back. Okay, take a step back here and breathe. Okay, I'm hearing breathe because we've all got choices, we've all got opportunities. It's just a matter of overall seeing it for what it is. But what do your angels want to convey to you today? Because I feel like, you know what, there is something with regards to this. All right. And I'm hearing 1551. So knowing that overall here, it's about holding your vision, okay? You had a vision before this information or what's about to be shared to you or shared with you here within the situation. You had the vision, okay? You knew where this was going, all right? And I'm hearing, as much as what it feels like it might not be going in that direction, I want you to continue to hold that vision here, because you're going to have to focus on the good with regards to this. No matter how bad it is, how overall bad it seems to be at that point here, you need to maintain your concentration here on the outcome that you desire, not what everybody else desires around you, but what is it that you desire. That's where your concentration needs to be put. And it's time to put your faith and your time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. I'm hearing work. Concentrate with regards to work. It is all about your work here. And you have such beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. So understand here, some of this has got to do with your money. Some of this has got to do with your overall dreams. But it's what you've been manifesting. So I feel like within this situation, whatever it is that you've been manifesting, waiting to come in here within a situation is about to arrive. But the thing of it is, there's also distraction, all right? This distraction could overall cause you not to concentrate, not to focus here, to find yourself within this situation where you have a lack of vision, a lack of focus, where you start literally setting yourself back here. So I'm hearing, whatever you do, keep this focus. It's imperative. In fact, to the extent that you might be saying, you know what? I just need some space. Okay? I need some space. I need some time here to think this through, to figure this out here. All right? There's no problem with asking for space, whether this is with regards to your relationships, your friendships, your family, your significant others, your situationship, whatever label you want to put on it. But you're going to be saying, I need some space, okay? And that space is going to be warranted here, because somebody is definitely coming in here to say, you know what, they now, okay, they now can see your side of the story. It wasn't overall their side that they were looking at anymore. They now can finally see and understand your side of the story. But yet, knowing that they can understand it, knowing that they can see it, still is not going to be too settling with you. I feel like within this situation here, as much as what they do understand, they're still going to be looking for confirmation with regards to you. They're still going to be expecting an overall response or a reply with regards to what it is that they are understanding. But also keep in mind, as much as what you think they're your friend, okay? Right now, they're worried. They are about to lose it all, okay? They know they're putting everything at risk here within a situation, that they could lose everything here if they don't make some changes here. So definitely understand here within this situation, there is a possibility here. Somebody is coming in to communicate something with you, because right now their life is at risk, okay? Everything that they own, everything that they have, they could be losing each and every one of those things. And yet what they're communicating to you is only for their own benefit, all right? A lot of this has to do with them being a little bit over attentive, okay? Love bombing you, showering you with beautiful, wonderful gifts here, where in essence they're digging themselves a deeper hole here. They're trying to overall cover up, in essence, the betrayal, the deceit, the lies, the strategic overall behavior here, where they've been trying to trick you here to get you to see things that in essence typically are not always there. I feel like overall within the situation, I see spiritually woke here. You're very self-aware, okay? So I'm hearing, most importantly, speak less, listen more here, because what you're about to be communicated here with regards to, let me tell you something, you're going to be able to cut through the illusions here. I feel like you're going to be able to detach from your overall ego here, but at the same time, you're going to be listening and focusing on your intuition and where that's leading you. So, with that in mind, I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll be back tomorrow with another morning message. And with that, I'll be talking to you later. Bye now.